Welcome to Horrorphobia,
Oh my God! He made it!
a spooky movie review podcast for the horror lovers and the horror phobics alike.
Never saw them titties.
Watch your profanity.
I can't imagine why.
Those
Destroy the child.
Learn your lesson. We have to have some Halloween spirit.
Show us your balls or get the fuck out!
Without further interruption, let's celebrate and suck some dick.
Hey there, biatches, and welcome to Horrorphobia, a spooky movie review podcast for the horror lovers and the horror phobics alike. I said biatches because I feel like that's very mid 2000s.
Are we
Okay.
trying not to swear this episode because it's PG-13?
No,
Oh,
Was that
we
our
were
goal?
gonna do that.
fuck that. I'm not doing that. Can't be tamed. I'm your host, Jake. Next to me is my wife, Emily.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Across the internet, we have our friend Ryan.
Hello.
And all the way across the slutty internet, we have our friends Ian and Jake.
yo.
We are a group of lifelong friends who review horror movies. Why horror movies? Because it's 2007.
And
And
what? Yeah, it is.
It's
It's
2000.
2023, bro.
oh my god, I wish.
Perfect time to
2007.
review Disturbia.
Yeah. We're this week we're reviewing Disturbia.
It's
It's
the
great.
most unaorganized episode we've ever done in our entire
know.
lives.
That's not true.
Good start.
It's way more organized than the first episode. First, we will do our movie synopsis, then we'll get our spoiler-free review, and then we'll get everyone's score for the film. We review on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being and 10 being oh, me so horny. Only time I can do that without being completely
Yeah.
inappropriate.
There we go. Then we
Um,
will begin. Oh, wait, never mind. I cut you off. Keep going.
then Ryan
Full
will
Metal Jacket. That's the second time.
Ryan will acting as a resident scaredy cat will rate the spook factor of the film.
And then we will begin our spoiler-filled walkthrough of the film.
And I will not be providing any behind the scenes info today.
We're done. We're
That's
checking
some-
out.
Critical reception. I'll do that.
Yeah, and I'll do the budget and box office.
And then after the review, we're all going to play a game. We're going to play Trivian because couldn't think of anything else. And then we're going to go to the Horrorphobia wheel and decide next week's movie.
Mhm.
So, as I said, this week's film is 2007's Disturbia. Here is the synopsis. A teen living under house arrest becomes convinced his neighbor is a serial killer. I just
Mm.
copy paste from IMDb
Yeah,
like a real.
Nerd.
Yeah. Here's my review. Disturbia was released on April 13th, 2007, which means that I was a 14-year-old boy when I first saw it. This horny teen boy thriller spoke to the horny teen boy that I was. The 31-year-old that I am now watches this film with nothing but nostalgia for everything that's in it. From the Xbox 360 dashboard to the iPod era to the Girls Gone Wild ads that I knew all too well that played in the background. I feel I can't even be subjective as to the quality of the film. I worry that the nostalgic lens that I watched this film through is distorted, because as I watch it now, it's hard to find anything negative about it. It's a tightly written script with likable characters, even though some of their decisions and dialogue doesn't feel realistic. And there comes my creeping partiality as I think about the cheesy scenes and the cringy dialogue with nothing but rose-colored glasses excusing it and why I like it. But what can I say? I cannot completely detach myself from the horny 14-year-old boy I was back then. I'll leave it to a Gen Zer who doesn't have nostalgia for this film to explain to you why staring at your attractive neighbor with binoculars is problematic. But I'll probably be too busy being a rapidly aging and disillusioned millennial to listen. And that's why I'm giving this 8 Mac.com email addresses out of 10. So Ryan,
Yeah.
tell us about Disturbia.
Okay. If I remember correctly, Disturbia was the first scary movie I ever watched as a teenager. I've always been opposed to them, and it took the kid from Holes and a hot blonde to convince me. I remember being scared and horny at the same time, making this film a true teenage experience. I mean, this was the dream. Girl next door ignores a laundry list of red flags and falls for you. She even leaves her window open so you can break a few laws and moral codes just to get a peek. As unrealistic as the premise is, it was fun to live in that world. Disturbia does a good job of capturing the teenage experience with girls and video games being your entire life, and then throws in a serial killer to see how Stanley Yelnats can dig himself out of that hole. The killer is threatening and emotionless, making you feel uneasy every time he talks. The cast of protagonists are likable, although not the greatest actors at all times. But all the points you want a movie to hit were hit, and I still enjoyed it all these years later, and I gave it a 7.9 shitbags.
Nice.
Nice.
Just do it. Just do it.
Hell yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Fucking the Just Do It Shia LaBeouf video. All right. Emily, tell us about Disturbia.
This movie is super nostalgic for me too. I never really considered it a horror movie. No, does this sound bad?
I was
Ryan's
burping.
you're making a face
Oh.
at me.
That was me like burping through my teeth. You ever do that?
No,
like,
that's
going like,
disgusting.
"Arr."
Ew,
Oh,
why would I
okay,
want to feel
sorry.
my burp in my teeth?
It tastes good. It's like second harvest.
Mm. Um, but yeah, it does. Parts of the movie don't really make sense, especially towards the end. I feel like I mean, obviously, it's just a thriller. It's not a very realistic ending, but I still can't see past the nostalgia either. I love it. It's fun and definitely written by a man.
Yes.
And I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10 Twinkie Towers.
Hmm.
Nice.
Jake, other Jake.
I think we're all blinded by nostalgia on this one. Simple script, but a well-built, simple world with simple characters, simple and well-executed characters. That's fun to watch throughout. I could see where other people have mentioned like the lack of maturity to some of the writing, which it's PG-13, like summer movie. Like the maturity of some of the jokes and the acting choices weren't great, but it was easy to ignore when you were invested, which they did well. Like I said, the world building in this, for as small of an area as it was really well done. I'm going to give it 7.3 peeping Shias.
Watch out for the peeping shy at all times.
Oh, gosh. He's
All right.
motivated.
By his boner. Ian.
It's an overall fun watch. It's a short movie. It's not too deep, but it's got some suspense. It's a fun ending, and it's got typical Transformers LaBeouf. So I'm going to give it a 7.7 Dirty Decepticons.
See, Emily would say it's peak Surf's Up Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, we all have
I got you.
our Shia movies that we.
I went Holes.
Yeah, you went Holes. I didn't work any jokes into mine about Surf's Up.
Yeah.
Even Stevens.
No, that's not.
Mm.
Yes, you can. Just do it.
All right. Ryan, tell us about the spook factor of Disturbia.
Look, you're chuckling as you say it. It's not a not scary movie.
No, I mean it affected me as a kid.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
It's
I
not
was
zero.
like, yeah, I gave it a 3.3 canceled Xbox Live membership.
That's what's scary.
Because like it was, I don't, dude. The freaking there's a couple scenes in it that like it's not necessarily centered around the antagonist. It's more just like the tension that's built with certain things, whatever. It definitely got my heart racing when I was a little 15-year-old. So
Yeah.
3.3.
Those realistic things too. I feel like it's very realistic to have your neighbor be a serial killer, you know? So
Or at least think he is.
yeah. I'm always making sure that my neighbors are coming out of their apartments. I'm very nosy. So
Do you
I
have
just want
binoculars?
my life to be growing up, we had binoculars because all of my family lived next to each other, so we always wanted to know what was going on. But I can't see anybody from here. So
We don't
I
have binoculars, fucking weirdo.
No,
I do.
I used to.
You used to not, yeah, but like, there's no. You just said like, there's no one to look at here.
Yeah. So there's no reason to buy binoculars.
Yeah.
I should have said that. We don't have
If you had a clear shot into someone's window, that would be a reason
No,
to
for
buy a
sure.
binocular.
Yeah,
There
absolutely.
was.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are pretty far from the exits. I mean,
Yeah, we can watch
could
the
be, like,
trains go
walking.
by
Yeah.
Mm.
That's how we
from
can see.
a quarter mile away or wherever. Okay. That's everyone's review,
Uh-huh.
and you spooked it, and we're gonna spoil it.
Ron, you spoiled everything!
It's time for spoilers, so leave unless you want us to be plot point foilers. Our spicy takes will make you feel like you're in a boiler. Da 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 spoilers. Spoilers. I gotta record a new one of those
Why?
because I feel like it's lost its luster, and I need to spice up our lives.
I mean, I guess, but still makes me laugh. It makes me and
Yeah,
warm
I
on the
like that one.
inside.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
I mean,
we
would-
weren't dancing this time though.
I would say don't rest on your laurels, though.
Yeah,
Keep creating. It
Yeah.
can't hurt.
more content.
Yeah. What would Shia do?
Do it.
All right. So how much does this movie cost?
This movie cost 20 million and it grossed 118 million. So,
I remember.
dude, it's crazy the differentials back then. Like your profit margins were so much higher back in like the late 2000s than they are now. No one goes to movies anymore.
I was like, it's gonna go back up. I mean, Barbie made a shit ton.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have like those, but I feel like if Disturbia came out now, that percentage wouldn't be as high.
Oh no. Yeah. I don't
Worldwide?
think so.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, like horror movies definitely still have an audience, and they, I mean, Talk to Me didn't make as much as Disturbia did, but still
Yeah.
made a fair amount of money this year.
I think movies, like if they keep putting out like big, I mean, what am I saying? They're always putting out big blockbuster movies, but I feel like more and more people are going back to the theaters.
Yeah.
I have been. I
Yeah.
definitely have been recently.
Yeah, because you have to do this.
Well, no, I
make
even
you-
went, I went to go see Dungeons and Dragons and Super
yeah.
Mario.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a fun
Oh.
experience.
yeah, I like the movies. I
Uh,
like it.
What about the critical reception?
It was pretty good. It sits right now at 70% for Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's a 77% audience score. 6.8 out of 10 IMDb, 3 out of 5 on Empire, 4.1 on Google reviews. The Google review of the week is from Luke Auckland. He said him and Jody watched this film the other week, and for 47 minutes there was nothing. Shia LaBeouf is playing the role of a geeky guy who thinks he's a bit of a hard man because he punched a teacher. Oh, we're in spoilers. I can say that. And he said he wouldn't watch it again if somebody paid him. So he didn't like it.
Him and Jody they want nothing to do with this.
Him and Jody will not be watching it again.
They were just watching Surf's Up, and they didn't even realize it.
Yeah, did the wrong movie. Yeah.
Where's that fat penguin and fucking turns out he's
And the chicken.
fucking chicken.
Yeah.
All right. So that's it. I covered my
That's it.
bases.
Cool.
Let's do a walkthrough.
Walkthrough. Okay. Troubled by the death of his father in a car accident, outcast teenager Cale Brecht? I can't remember how they pronounced it. B-R-E-C. What?
It was
Brecht?
Brecht.
Brecht. Okay.
Two bad names.
Yeah.
Cale,
Cale and Brecht.
So bad.
Cale Brecht punches his Spanish teacher who invokes his father while reprimanding him at the last week of school. For the assault, Cale is sentenced to by a sympathetic judge to 3 months under house arrest with an ankle monitor and a proximity sensor. We all remember that scene. The car. I have said this before, but I've now used Disturbia as a verb for when somebody pulls, you're tailgating somebody or something and they swerve out of the way real quick to avoid something and you end up almost hitting the thing. That's somebody Disturbiaing you.
Okay.
And I'm think I'm the only one who does that, so this isn't very relatable, but if it is to you, send me an email.
Do
You can add it
Um,
to Urban Dictionary. Can we do that?
We could.
All right, I'll add it.
But yeah, so he gets in the car accident, and then another truck. What the fuck was up with that second truck? Just like not stopping.
Yeah, there's
Did
a
you see this
car
accident?
upside down, and
Yeah.
he just
And you just
on his phone.
yeah, probably. But
you
then
know,
he
it takes
punches the
longer to
dude.
send a text with the phone, with the other phone, a flip
Mhm.
phone.
Oh, you're right. I forgot
TA?
they have like
You can
all
do TA just fine, bro. I can TA with my
Look,
fucking eyes.
I was great at
That's
T8.
true.
Or T9. Is it called
Or
T9?
No, it is T9. T9.
T9. Yeah.
T8 was like
You
cave
lose
paintings.
you lose like the zero. Like, you lose the
I
you
could
lose
only
one of the
you
digits.
lose- Yeah. Sorry, T9.
You picked off a button.
Yeah.
You couldn't
Oh, I
use
knew
it.
it.
I
I knew
don't
it was
need
T
it.
something.
Well, that's how long it's been since T9.
Yeah, dude.
Like
I don't need
but I
W,
remember.
X, Y, or Z.
Never. Not unless I'm spelling my name.
You stand-ins.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't even know that was a term.
2007 technology.
T9.
Well, you could also choose to enter in each
Yeah.
letter. So it was predictive before predictive was predictive. You know?
Whoa, dude.
Wow.
Whoa. So yeah, happy with his punishment, Cale watches television and plays video games until his frustrated mother, Julie, cuts his cable and internet access. Bitch. Absolute
But, like,
bitch.
he's not doing anything in the house. I mean,
Yeah.
the cutting the wire was a little over the top. But if I
that's
came
a
home and
lot.
my son had been home for like an entire month and the house is just getting messier and messier, I'm working and he's not
Single
doing
mom.
shit. And then he tries to do laundry and destroys the washing machine.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah,
he didn't. Yeah.
He tried at least.
You gotta
He put
make
in
a
the
statement.
effort.
No, he put in the weaponized incompetence effort.
Kale,
Yeah.
Kale reminds me of Ryan. Like
Absolutely.
in the way that like I feel like you don't care enough
I'm
about
glad.
doing chores, but you are just as intelligent as he would to like map out a perimeter. Like it's also
Oh.
something that you would do if you were under house arrest. Like there would
Yeah.
be ropes. You'd be like, yeah, this is my border and stuff like that. And it's
Uh-huh.
just he same kind of logic. You and Kale.
I also was wondering do you think his like the way he was doing chores and stuff was you said weaponized? What was that? How did you
Incompetent.
say that?
Weaponized incompetence.
I've never heard that before, but that's
Oh, yeah.
perfect. That's a
I use
perfect
the
way to
term-
describe that.
all the time to describe myself at work. I'm like, I
Mhm.
can't learn anything new. I don't know how to do that.
Because you're intentionally fucking up at shit, so someone else
Yeah.
just says, "I'll do it."
Yeah,
Fuck it,
yeah,
I'll do it.
Wow, there's a name for that.
yeah.
Mhm.
The wives have figured it out. I'm kidding. That's not how our
Fuck.
wife is.
That's. I mean, we need to make shirts.
Yeah.
But anyways, Kale's boredom leads him to watch his neighborhood using binoculars, including his neighbors Ashley Carlson, whom he is attracted to, and Robert Turner, a single man living alone, who he's also attracted to.
Better movie that way. It was if she was the killer and he was attracted
Oh,
to the older man with the cool car.
Hell yeah.
Let's remake it. 2023 called.
I mean,
Uh,
he was also paying attention to the guy that was banging his his housekeeper.
mm,
It's a
yeah.
It's a well built world.
Hell yeah. One night, Kale becomes suspicious of Turner after he returns home in a 1960s Ford Mustang with a dented fender, which matches the description of a car given on the news report of a serial killer at large. So, yeah, I mean, they're building up this tension through the movie, like where it's pretty obvious this dude's the killer. You
Yeah.
know it. I know it.
The audience is
And
in on it.
the audience is in on it. And I liked him. Like, I mean, I didn't like his personality, obviously, but like I thought he played a good villain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
He was like a method actor. He wouldn't talk to Shia LaBeouf or any of the teenagers during the filming of this because he it's
because he was like, I'm supposed to hate you.
yeah. I wonder if that's where Shia got it from. Because I feel like he wasn't method at this point. He obviously wasn't. He wasn't digging holes for holes. But then by the time he gets to Fury, he's ripping out his teeth and shit. So
Oh my god. I mean, is the method acting the reason why he was a dick to work with?
Shia,
Yeah,
some people say so. Yeah,
I think
because I
back
remember
then
specifically
it probably wasn't that complaint.
yeah, like wasn't he in some western where like he was like a huge pain in the ass?
he was in Fury. That it's the one where they're Brad Pitt's. They're escorting the tank through somewhere or whatever, and he got in a fight with Tom Hardy during it.
Yes, Tom Hardy. Yeah.
And yeah, and he like I know he ripped his tooth out, and I think he cut his forehead with like a knife or whatever to try to be as authentic World War II as he could. So yeah, I believe that's
Yeah,
where
that's pretty wild.
Yeah.
And like so he's peeping on his neighbor Ashley too. And like that's the one part that probably doesn't age as well is the
He's a horny 14-year-old boy though. I'm sure horny 14-year-old boys are still doing the same shit now.
Wait, he was supposed to be 14?
Oh no, maybe I'm
Talking about himself.
I was a horny
Yeah.
14-year-old. Sorry. I'm going back in my time capsule. I was like, it was fine. I was horny.
You really just put yourself in his place.
Yeah.
The youngest I can see him passing for is like 17.
No, he's probably
in this.
16, 17. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, so Kale befriends Ashley, and after she knows he's spying on her, and she's still like,
She loves
"Hey,
it.
what's up?" She
Yeah.
loves it.
Yeah.
Fucking loves it. This is why it's what you said. It's written by a fucking man.
Yeah.
This shit
Yeah.
does not happen.
Leaves the blinds open on purpose.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I think teenagers can just be into toxic shit too.
That's true.
Like if you read through like I don't know, or look into like younger people's relationships, it's usually like, oh God, you're both being like if you were adults, this would be like I don't know.
Yeah.
Like
No.
I've like people who are so young can be stupid. Like they can afford to be like so stupid when as an adult.
Oh, Mike fell.
Yep, kicked it.
No, yeah.
Have I ever told? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just agreeing with Jake that 16-year-old girls are just as stupid as 16-year-old boys.
It's the same thing with like meeting up with like arranging to like that seems so stupid and dangerous, but like young teenage boys and girls have like agreed to meet up with people online and stuff like just because they're like, oh no, we've had like great conversations. It's like that's so dangerous and so stupid, but it seems to make sense. Just like this girl who's like, oh, this dude's like sexually assaulting me, essentially.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what he's all about. Seems like a good guy. But I could see that, you know, someone overlooking that and being like, oh yeah.
Yeah, and they set up the fact that she has like daddy issues and
Yeah.
stuff of that with her like dysfunctional parents or whatever. So
Yeah.
obviously she's likely to be attracted to the bad boy next door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I ever tell the story on here about how I was jerking off in my window, but I wasn't looking out the window. I was looking at my iPod Touch that was on my windowsill. Okay, so I'm gonna make this as quick as possible. So basically, there was one spot in my room. My parents didn't have Wi-Fi, and there was one spot in my room that I could get Wi-Fi from my neighbors, and it was literally my iPod had to be sitting on my windowsill. And so I would watch porn, and I was on the second floor, and I had that tree outside. So I didn't have curtains or blinds or anything. I didn't think, but I'm like, the tree's enough, right? Like it'll like block it. Well, fall comes and goes, and the leaves are all off the tree, and I'm just sitting up there standing butt ass naked in my window, just cranking it, just looking. All you could see at night was just a glow on my face, and
In the mirror.
and just like
horrifying.
jerking off. Yeah,
It's
and
so
just cranking it.
terrifying.
That's
So
something out
from
of,
the
like, Reddit,
outside,
or
from the
Succession.
outside, people were just thinking I was just looking out the window jerking off.
This kid gets off to cranking it into glass.
Yeah, and so one day my parents were like, "We got to get you blinds for your room," and I was like, "I don't care. We don't know." My dad's like, "No, you need blinds for your room," and I was like, "Oh no!"
Your
Like,
poor parents.
it all. So one of my neighbors must have seen or something and told my parents, like, "Hey, your 16-year-old son's cranking it out the window up there."
I'm trying to catch serial killers. All I get to see is little pecker.
I was multitasking. I was trying to find serial killers and freaking jacking it at the same time, dude.
They're like, your dad's like, no, you need blinds. You're like, no, you need Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
That's the fucking problem.
We need to
I'd be jaying it off on my stomach if we fucking on my bed if we had fucking
You
Wi-Fi.
think I want to be
Yeah.
standing?
Your fault.
You think that's comfortable for me?
Your fault, Dad.
It was the one spot, man. I had no choice.
Shia LaBeouf just gets the haunting glow of your face and he throws away his binoculars forever. That's the end of that.
Turns off all the
No,
lights
he'd
in
be
his house.
investigating me.
No,
No,
he's-
that dude's.
He'd probably fucking call just like he called on those fucking kids that were watching Girls Gone Wild.
Yeah.
He'd be like, he calls. I don't know if you know this, but your son's beating it in the fucking window. Hold on a second. And then kicks down the door and Ryan's just butt ass naked with his fucking hairy ass.
Still not the biggest regret of my life either.
Rope around his neck in the window.
It takes a lot these days. 15.
Yeah.
Putting lit cigarettes out.
So yeah, they spy on Turner along with Kale's best friend Ronnie. They observe Turner's arrive home with a woman she is seen running around his house in panic, but later appears to leave in her car. His anger is exacerbated by Ashley throwing a pool party at her house where Kale observes Ashley flirting and socializing with popular groups from school. Jealous, Kale moves his speakers out onto the roof and blasts non-party and chill music in order to disrupt the party. Ashley furiously breaks into the house to turn off the music. Kale reveals he has been observing her since she moved in and is romantically interested in her. The pair share their first kiss. So
She leaves the
This is-
party of hot dudes and comes.
oh yeah, like it's like, okay, dude, fucking ankle bracelet, like cops coming and tackling him in, and he's peeping on her. He's being a dick to her, when she's trying to throw a party, and then admits to her he's been spying on her, and then he gets a kiss.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
also criticizes her flavor, her taste in potato chips. Like, how dare you? Like, fuck pizza flavored potato chips. We are sour cream and onion only.
I mean, that's the
Yeah.
touching part is that he knows her favorite flavor of potato chips because he's been spying on her. And
Yeah,
that's really
but
touching.
So, It's touching.
I
and-
dug it when I watched this movie. I was like, he is the hottest shit I've ever seen.
How old were
He
you?
knows. I mean, if Jake, I probably like 13.
12.
When I saw it,
Yeah.
I was probably like 13. I don't think I saw
Yeah.
it when it came out.
Yeah, like
Uh-huh.
what a narcissistic move to be like, he knows so much about me.
Yeah,
Like-
I didn't even have to tell him. It's the dream.
It's
And he's literally
like
the
he's
only person
spying
who
on
could
me.
know all these things. The only reason he knows this
He's
and those dudes at the party
stalking.
don't is because he's stalking you and they're
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
He,
But you don't have to answer all those questions. He already
Well,
knows your favorite color, you
Maybe
know?
he was being sweeter than we think. Maybe he's like, you're reading legit books, but it's like seriously just Dr. Seuss. And he's like, no, it's legit. It's better than a fucking magazine.
it's better than scrolling through your phone all day.
Yeah. Well, there was no
No,
scrolling back then.
T9ing it all day.
What a better time though.
So this is right before Facebook. Or I mean, like Facebook was a thing, but Facebook wasn't like the thing until
It was,
like
like, on
2008,
campuses.
2009.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Was this Tickle? Were we into
We
Tickle
were
at
probably
this
on
point?
Tickle, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Tickle was a quiz website.
Oh.
I think this was like a gray, like this was a social free. We were just social in person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
Yeah,
think
Jake's-
MySpace was a thing at this point.
Oh yeah.
Jake's 5 minutes of fame were when one of his
Oh,
quizzes
is that on
went
Tickle?
viral.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Number one, I got so many awards that mean nothing.
That's how we can afford to do this podcast. We're still riding off of his internet fame.
yeah.
Dude. It's on my business card. I'm like, you like it just says Jake, you know Tickle? And that's it.
That quiz.
Yo,
remember that quiz?
you ever been on Tickle.com?
I could have worked at BuzzFeed.
Which Simpsons character are you?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wait, what was the quiz?
What rock star are you?
Oh, yeah,
Mm.
dude.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah,
hardcore.
dude.
Yeah, I know, right? It was like Keith Moon, Kurt Cobain, Billy Joe, and I don't remember who. I don't know. It was like 4 or 5
Billy
that.
Joe.
Yeah, it was dumb, but
That's amazing.
people loved it.
Yeah, people loved it, man.
Oh my
Simple- There's
God.
content.
Dude, so many
It was easier
quizzes.
for people to like your shitty content back then because there was less good content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, imagine if we had this podcast in 2007.
Oh my God.
Holy shit,
Joe
dude.
Rogan would be on our podcast right now.
Rogan would be on my lap just
We have a
asking me
special
for
guest tonight,
podcast
guys.
advice.
We're gonna bring him out.
we would deny him. We'd be like, the dude from Fear Factor? No, he cannot be on our fucking podcast.
No, we don't have time today. We're gonna
Loser.
cut that. It's like a bad game.
It was
Like, oh yeah, we
Try
did
to
a
do it.
choose your own Rogan, and it turned out really bad.
All right. So the following day, KL asks Ashley to follow Turner to the supermarket so that Ronnie can break into Turner's car to get the code of the garage controller. Ashley agrees, but is caught in the parking lot by Turner, who intimidates her. She stops wanting to take part in the investigation, shaken by this encounter. And this was a very intimidating scene. I remember feeling very uneasy as a
Yeah.
child. Now you know it's coming, so it's not as big of a deal. But you know, and I'm assuming everybody who's going to be listening to this has probably seen Disturbia. That's the thing about Disturbia. It's weird that because I wouldn't consider it like a cult classic,
Yeah.
but I kind of feel like it should be because everybody's seen it, and I think everybody likes it.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't talked
So
to
it's like,
anybody
but
who
it's-
doesn't.
That's what I mean. But it's like just not talked about. Like I think it's just because maybe it's just like nobody loves it, but everybody likes it. Maybe that's what it is.
I think it's a very like millennial type movie too. Like nobody of any other generation is going to have seen it, I don't think.
Yeah.
So it'll just come with us.
Like I see Gen Z. I'm sure that there is a TikTok video about how problematic this film is.
Oh,
Really? I mean, that problematic? No, it's pretty problematic. It's about spying.
He only wanted her though.
Yeah.
He wasn't like he was looking at all the girls.
He was bored. What else is he gonna do?
It was just that, and it's his mom's fault
Yeah.
for snipping the cord.
Yeah. She turned off his iTunes too. That's a real dick move.
Yeah, he could have been jerking
Yeah.
off in the
iTunes is
window.
Fine. Yeah. Yeah.
He's gonna have to get his neighbor's Wi-Fi, dude.
Boundaries, Wi-Fi boundaries specifically.
Yeah, I have all the ropes in my room of where I can
Where
get
you
my
can-
body.
This one's got 3 bars sometimes.
It's just a 3-foot circle around my window. That's all it is.
Jake
Almost
said
like
that
someone
he
designed it like
reminds
this.
you of you, and then you told a story exactly proving that you are like Shia
Yeah.
or Kale.
And
Kale
his
is like the
Kale.
binoculars was an iPhone or an iPod Touch or something.
Kale is like the SoCal equivalent of Kyle. Like there's no Kyles in SoCal. It's just Kales.
Yeah, just spelled wrong.
Kale.
Kale.
So Ronnie realizes he left his phone in Turner's car. He breaks into Turner's house to retrieve it, with Kale watching at a distance. Ronnie gets trapped when the garage door closes. Attempting to rescue him, Kale alerts the police upon leaving his property with the ankle monitor. The police arrive and search the garage as Kale angrily accuses Turner of murder. However, they only find a bag containing a roadkill deer. So, like, he just went and killed a deer just as like for like insurance, like to just be like, in case anybody comes looking for a body.
Maybe it was just a
I need
lucky
a deer.
coincidence. He's like, thank God I just fucking killed that deer. He's like, I don't know what I'd do without it. He's like, I'd probably have to kill all these cops.
You always
that's
have
true.
to kill like a fresh enough deer to be like, oh,
Yeah,
just
keep it on hand. I mean, if he is a psychopath, he probably also kills animals. So he probably like veered off the road to kill that deer. You know,
I mean, he fucked
just
up that
for fun.
bunny, that rabbit.
Like that scene in Open Season. You ever seen that movie?
Mm.
Open
You haven't
Season?
seen it? This is-
Oh,
Yeah.
he's on like the truck or something. He's like,
Yeah. And then you there- that movie is really funny, actually.
yeah, I do like that movie. That's good.
As is Surf's Up. Surf's Up is actually a really good movie too.
Yeah, we watched that movie right after we watched this, and I had forgotten that Shia LaBeouf was the voice of
Mm.
Penguin, and Jake was like, "Why are we watching this?" I thought that we were watching this because
Yeah,
of Shia.
yeah.
I just
I don't know
remembered
why
that it
she was like, let's
existed.
watch Surf's Up. And I was like, what are we having a Shia night? She's like, a Shia night. And I was like, yeah, because he's the fucking penguin who Surf's Up. She's like, is he? And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
I was just thinking about
Oh,
it.
that had to have been subconscious.
It must
you
have
had
been.
to have known
Yeah.
that.
That's what I'm
and heard
saying,
the
like,
voice, and
I
it just
knew.
reminded you.
Yeah.
That's
People have
bizarre.
also been dressing up as it a lot on TikTok, as
Mm.
him. So I think that's actually what it was. Usually the answer is TikTok reminded me that something existed.
What's everybody's favorite Shia movie?
Surf's Up.
God.
Nymphomaniac?
Transformers.
Nymphomaniac?
No.
Was he in that?
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think
nice.
I've seen it.
Neither have I.
No, it's too long. I didn't make it through the whole thing. I just made it.
I came first.
Shia cock.
I mean, it's
Holes?
holes for me. Yeah, it's holes for me. It's,
Wait, what was the
it's-
other movie?
I'm
That,
gonna
oh, Ian
look
was
up-
talking
I'm
about
gonna look up his
Transformers.
movies real quick.
He's in
You know why
Constantine.
Holes is so good? Because as a kid, it kind of introduced me to the concept of like a movie tying everything back together at the end, like leaving
Yeah.
like leaving kind of like callbacks, like and then when you go back to it, it blows your mind. When you're
Yeah.
12, you're like, holy shit, he carried him up the mountain, and then there's the peaches and the onions, and it all makes sense. Like
Yeah.
which is stupid now. I mean, like it's not that deep as adults, but like as a kid, it was like a good introduction to that.
No, it's a well-written children's book. Like it's easy to read, but it's also, yeah.
Did you read the book before you watched the movie, or vice versa?
I watched the movie first.
I
read the book first.
before. Yeah.
Yeah.
me
I
too.
mean, I read the book in school, I think multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's one of those librarian recommends that I read.
They loved it.
Yeah,
I like
that and the
I like
Hatchet.
Eagle Eye.
Oh, the Hatchet. Yeah.
Eagle Eye was good too.
This is like the same
Eagle
year
Eye-
as all these, like Surf's Up and Eagle Eye and Disturbia. They were all at the same time.
He must have been
Indiana
tired.
Jones.
Yeah, he was
I'm
getting
sure he
work.
did- Sure, he did Transformers
Yeah.
that year.
So Julie goes across the street to talk to Turner. Julie is Kale's mom. Attempting to ask him not to press charges for Kale's breaking and entering. Ronnie reveals that he has escaped from Turner's house. Kale watches the video Ronnie made while running through Turner's house and notices something wrapped in plastic behind a vent. Ugh. Upon freezing the frame and zooming in, Kale discovers it to be the corpse of the woman from earlier, proving that he was right all along. Meanwhile, Turner incapacitates Julie and holds her captive. He then enters Kale's house, bashing Ronnie on the head with a baseball bat. After binding and gagging Kale, he reveals his plan to frame him for the murders and make it appear that Kale then killed himself. Yeah,
It's the
this was the
best.
scene.
That was the best like iMovie zoom, like freeze frame zoom I've ever
Yeah,
seen.
no way.
Oh,
It's just
yeah,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
Just
It
clears
could-
right up. You can
hands.
see all her features. Identify
What do
the
they
person.
call it? What do they call it? Like when it processes it, makes it clearer when you zoom in. What is that? What's the name for
I don't
that?
think that's a real thing. That's what I'm saying.
No, it is.
think
I mean,
Ron-
not for that. Not for iMovie. It doesn't have that. Whatever. But
Yeah.
like, there's a
Initialize.
thing where you can like, what's up?
I said initializing or like
Yeah, like there's. I can't remember. There's a name for it. I sound freaking stupid right now, but
No,
there's no way that he would have that technology.
enhance.
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 Jesus
Yeah.
Christ. Yes.
Again,
Like, it wouldn't-
I still don't think that really exists.
it kind of doesn't.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think if it's a low resolution thing, there's nothing you can really do to like really pretty it up that much.
What were we just watching where somebody was asking them to enhance it and they were like, "That's not that." Never mind. That's
I mean, you can't like you can enhance like even like newer phones have like if you have a blurry picture, it can like kind of
That's
use
true.
AI to figure out what it would have looked like if it wasn't blurry,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
which is not the same thing, but it's a way of doing it.
Yeah, it's like it's like old technology wouldn't use that much like with I feel like new it almost makes a new copy and like renders it differently. But like I don't know, on that old of technology, it's just like I just don't like you just have to take a leap there and be like, look how good.
No, on like a camcorder with like a little tape.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no fucking way.
Yeah, it's really-
Like we were filming our skits on shit better than what he had.
yeah.
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 Have you seen that new like iPhone that they've been put on commercials where like AI will fix if you're taking a picture with like 4 people and somebody's not looking at the camera and smiling, AI will correct it and make it look like that they're looking at the camera and smiling.
I think that's a
Like-
Google. That's a Google phone.
Oh, is
I
it
think.
Google phone? Okay.
Yeah.
maybe.
I
I
mean, you
think
can get
that's
apps for it right now.
What?
You can do that with like Facetune and stuff like
It's
that.
fucking weird. I don't like it.
Dude, AI is going nuts.
It's
I know
like- Hate
everyone's
it.
like, "Oh,
It's
we're afraid of it."
scary.
It is fucking crazy what it can do. now.
Yeah.
It
Like-
is fucking wild.
What if you were like one of those people who are like, yeah, I don't like to be like every photo I have to like give like a stone face, like
That's what Jake said. You were
crossed
like,
arm
if
expression.
you are not smiling in a photo, it's because you don't want to be smiling in a photo.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to look back on pictures of my children and they're smiling, but they actually weren't smiling.
Yeah, it's just a weird.
Yeah.
It's just a
nothing
weird,
genuine.
inauthentic sanitization of people. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's
I don't like
the smile for me, sweetheart button.
It forces an honest.
You're prettier when you smile, but
it. Give us a smile. Some chick's like, "Fuck you." He takes the picture. He's like, "Fucking fuck you, bitch."
Look, you're smiling.
That should be the
People
Google
into
phone
the
commercial.
photo, too, who don't want to be in the photo.
Man, that's a great commercial. Give us a smile. No. Fuck you.
it's terrible.
It kills.
us to
It
older,
makes a
but-
whole nother copy of them, and it kills the other older copy. It prestiges them.
She's just
Oh,
wearing
you
like
don't
a
want to be in the
50s
photo,
skirt.
do you?
She looks like a porcelain doll, and she's just like
Stepford wife.
dimples. She didn't even have dimples before, but now she does.
Now she has dimples.
Yeah, that's horrifying.
Oh man. So Ashley arrives, giving Kale a chance to attack Turner. He throws him off the top of the stairs before Ashley frees him from his bindings. They then jump out of the window into the pool as Turner resurfaces. Kale's ankle monitor again alerts the police. Looking for his mother, he enters Turner's home. In a hidden room, Kale finds ample evidence of Turner's previous murders, including a woman's dress and wig, indicating Turner pretended to be the woman leaving the house the night Kale and Ashley were watching. He'd be able to tell. He's a big dude. That's
mean,
a big ass man.
I don't know. I was just Wednesday Adams last night on Broadway, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, Jenna Ortega's here."
Yeah.
She grew a
I-
beard.
I took like so many pictures with people.
You were a celebrity.
I
They
was a
left. The
celebrity.
people
Oh, wow.
left it.
They're like, "Dad bod Wednesday Adams is here on Broadway."
Wow. That was a great costume. Everybody I showed that picture laughed. So you did a good job.
Yeah.
What'd you do, Emily?
I was Sam from Trick or Treat. We just
Oh,
did our own
really?
thing. Mm-hmm.
Why did we not get pictures of that?
It's just a basic ass costume, but I'll
Oh,
send
you're
it.
ashamed of it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I didn't put any thought into it. Jake's is better. He gets the spotlight.
That's all right. So the officer who monitors Kale's escape arrives at the scene, but Turner snaps his neck. Meanwhile, Kale stumbles upon the decaying remains of murder victims and finds his mother bound and gagged in the cellar. Turner appears, slashes Kale in the back, and pins him to a wall before he can murder again. Julie stabs him in the leg with a screwdriver, allowing Kale to grab gardening shears and impale Turner in the chest, killing him. One of the more iconic scenes of the film. I think everybody remembers that more than anything.
Yeah. I remember watching this with you, like showing you this when we were 15, and the scene where the cop is supposed to get dispatched to the house or whatever, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll get it when I get there," and he eats the burger. I just remember you being like, "You dick," and you're just 15-year-old you was like so upset about the fact that
Yeah, I was ACAB back then.
I feel like
salary.
I feel like watching that now as a 30-year-old, you're like, no, I get it. Like, you need to take time for yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gotta eat
No,
your
he's-
lunch when like
Man,
if you're on
he
lunch
needs the
at work, you're
carbs.
on lunch.
Yeah, you're on lunch. You're not coming out on the floor. You
Yeah.
have to take your breaks.
Take it up with the union.
Advocate for yourself.
Actually, he was off duty
He's,
too.
yeah, he was off shift. Yeah.
Yeah.
He just said he was going to take it because he had a vendetta against a 16-year-old
Mhm.
kid.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Do it.
So yeah, he dies, and Kale is later allowed to cut his ankle bracelet off for good behavior. I don't know if that would work. I don't know if that counts as good behavior if you like
You solve a murder?
solve a murder.
Get a
I don't know if they
Get a cop killed.
Like you were
Yeah,
correct.
you get
Yeah, you
it.
got a cop killed.
You get a cop killed. You murder somebody. Like
And you
And
get
I
the
mean, it wasn't
girl.
self-defense. And you you were also breaking several laws throughout the whole movie.
yeah.
Ethical,
leaving.
moral, and otherwise.
I mean,
Yeah.
that chick's the leader of the Suicide Squad. She she has her own moral code.
She became the
yeah.
leader of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, that's the chick that in the Suicide Squad movies. That's the chick that runs the Suicide Squad.
This is actually the
Oh.
same world.
I thought that was the
This
police.
is part
Like
of-
the new one, like the one with
That was the
Both.
old black lady.
oh
Yeah.
with both.
Yeah. That like there's a few characters that like James Gunn kept. He kept Margot Robbie, he kept her, he kept the guy that played Boomerang. I think he kept like maybe one other, but like almost everybody else was recast, but yeah, he kept her.
Well, he gets revenge on those Greenwood boys who had pulled pranks on him previously, and then kisses Ashley on a sofa while Ronnie playfully videotapes them. It all comes full circle. Now Ronnie's the peeper.
Yeah. Doesn't need to peep anymore.
And he says this is going to be the most viewed video on YouTube. And
I
it
don't-
wasn't.
No.
What was?
No, that was probably the salad fingers at the time.
Now I think it's some I think it's like a Bollywood like video.
No,
Like it's like a Bollywood like music video or something.
it's not
Nice.
Despacito or Gangnam Style.
Oh.
I would think it'd be.
I'm not
Like
sure. I mean,
Michael
at least last time I looked, but
Look it up.
most watched
Just do it.
YouTube video. Holy shit! So yeah, number one is Baby Shark
Oh,
Shark.
that makes sense.
with 13 Bill.
Play it.
Wait,
Ugh,
Play it.
no, I can't. The Despacito or whatever.
yeah.
Despacito.
That's number 2.
Yeah.
Despacito. And then number 3 is something called Johnny Johnny Yes Papa.
Ooh.
Number 4 is something called Bath
I've seen
Song.
the second one.
Where's Salad Fingers? Like how high is Salad Fingers?
It's not in the top 10.
God damn it.
Was Salad Fingers
Um,
ever one of the most liked?
That was super popular
It
in
was
the
so
early
popular.
2000s.
Holy shit. Ed Sheeran's Shape of You is number 5.
Oh wow. Just all the horny moms are just watching that video over and over and over
My
again.
God. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
That's YouTube. That's Disturbia.
That's our childhood, teenagehood.
Awesome.
That's her childhood.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
You know
We're
how it
watching it
goes.
right now, and I'm watching her paint his ankle monitor, and I'm realizing that this really did fuck me up as a young teenager watching this. That it was so cool to be
Yep.
painting little hearts on your neighbor's ankle monitor.
Yep.
Just,
You're like, I want a bad boy.
just a great message.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to get a cop killed just by doing summer with my friends.
I'm clipping that for a drop for sure. Oh hell yeah.
All right.
All right, so we're doing trivia now.
All right.
Car.
Question 1. What eerie film is credited with coining the notorious phrase, "Do you like horror movies?"
Do you like horror
Ooh.
movies? Was it
Scream, isn't
filmed
it?
in Erie?
No.
Oh,
Shout out.
Is his name Shirley?
what?
Nice, dude. Can you
It's a callback.
repeat it real quick?
It was credited with the coining the notorious phrase, "Do you like horror movies?"
Scream would make sense.
Do you like horror movies?
I think it's Scream.
Okay.
Lock
I'm
I
fine
get it
with going-
now. You're talking about the Would You Rather game, or the Choose Your Own Adventure game. When you say
Yes. There you go.
I made it. Sorry.
That was a callback to the callback.
Nice.
Are you guys?
Scream.
Scream.
Scream is right.
Hey,
Yeah.
I haven't
We're
seen
on
that.
off to a good start.
Yep.
Filmed in Erie, Pennsylvania.
Pass it around, folks.
Yep.
That's facts.
Question number 2. The synopsis below most accurately represents what horror film? A research team in Antarctica is haunted by a shape-shifting alien that assumes the appearance of its victims.
That ting.
The ting.
The team.
The Ting.
It's that ting, bruh.
That is correct.
Ting.
Isn't that what?
Yeah.
Isn't it the cell phone company that sponsors you,
No, it's
Jake?
not Ting.
Yeah. But they were good for.
It's going to
so
sponsor
long.
us now.
They kept my bills low.
Yeah. Good company.
Man, these questions are kind of easy. I feel like we also like had these already. Anyway,
We've just learned more.
yeah. Next question: in which horror film does the phrase "the power of Christ compel you" appear?
Is that The Exorcist?
Isn't that This Is the End?
Yeah, it's also.
Oh,
But weren't they
They were-
like doing the Exorcist thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think it's the
Is that what it
Exorcist.
is? Exorcist.
Right?
correct.
Yeah.
3 in a row. Turkey.
3 in a row, baby.
You know.
Jake's mad. These are too easy.
Thanksgiving.
You've taught us well.
So you guys need 5.
Yes.
All right. What film was A Quiet Place initially intended to be a sequel to?
Quiet Place -1.
A Quiet Place.
Is it the Mist?
Was it? Oh,
I
could
might
be
be
the
wrong.
Mist. Could be
That's
like
just a guess.
Cloverfield.
Yeah,
Ooh, it
Yeah.
was a sequel to.
same vibes.
Yeah. What were those like? Oh man, I kind of vaguely remember someone telling me this. It's probably one of you.
I don't
guys.
know.
I don't know either. We could. What do you think?
Aren't they like
we want
aren't
to
they
say
like tunneling creatures or something in that, or like spiders?
they're like alien bugs.
So
Yeah.
that's
They're like
Cloverfield-esque, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
But Cloverfield is also like there's a lot of different kind of shit in Cloverfield. You find out in 10 Cloverfield Lane. Like it's
Yeah.
more than just like the big thing. Like there's also things that like operate ships and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, I don't remember any of that.
maybe the Mist. Let's
What the mist?
let's go the Mist.
Final answer?
Yeah.
That is
You're just
wrong.
gonna say no, right? Okay.
Wrong.
What is it, Jake?
It's Cloverfield.
Oh, yeah, Cloverfield.
Was it?
Yeah, you're right with the Cloverfield.
Okay. 2 to 3.
Damn. We were all
We still haven't seen the
we
second
had it
one.
surrounded.
Yeah, man. We saw it in theaters.
Yeah.
No, the second Quiet Place.
Oh yeah, we haven't.
I haven't either.
Catching us.
Filmed in Buffalo.
2 to
I
3.
don't know if I have time to watch it.
Yes, you can.
No,
Oh,
it actually was.
thank you,
do it.
Shia.
It was eerily filmed in Buffalo.
Nice.
I don't want to be around anymore.
All right, this one might be a more tough one. In the original A Nightmare on Elm Street, what is Nancy's address?
Oh,
Oh. Wait, no, I don't know.
I mean, it's
Never mind.
is it Elm Street? We got that one. Anybody got
it's a number. Is it
37.
666 Elm Street? Would it be something stupid like that?
Is it
217,
what's no? It's I feel like it's a significant number.
5150.
Is it like
69.
Yeah, that's it.
69.
420.
420?
420.
I feel like
9/11.
it's that's came out before 9/11. What's the room number in The Shining?
217.
That's not it. Is it
R-
217?
217 is the book.
217?
237 is the movie.
217 Elm Street? I don't think that's right.
Sure.
That's my guess.
Try it. 27 or no.
217.
Do you want to do the movie or the book?
No,
Oh,
the movie. The movie.
237.
237.
237.
That is incorrect.
Oh, okay.
I have no fucking clue.
945.
It is. I lost it. It is
107.
1428.
1428. Isn't that
Wow.
something?
Does that have a significance? I feel like it.
Room 1408 is a horror movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
No significance then.
No significant.
We'll just leave it.
All right. What was the
Ian
20?
gets a point.
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, you get
Nice.
one.
3
Yeah.
points. He's tied with
Stumped.
What was the 20th century's first American horror film?
Ooh.
the
Ooh.
20th
What is the-
centuries.
The 20th century, like the beginning of the 1900s.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
But
okay,
it had to
okay.
be. But it had to be American too.
Yep. American.
Ooh.
The first
Uh,
American horror movie of the 20th century.
is it like
Yes.
Nosferatu?
Was that American? That makes
Doesn't
sense.
sound American.
Sounds like some foreign shit to
Was
me.
that also American? Was I think that was like in the 30s or 40s or something. But I don't know if that was.
But I mean, they probably didn't make horror movies a
Out.
lot earlier than that because they're too.
I mean,
spooky.
it had to have been like a Dracula vampire type thing or something. That
Yeah,
was like
yeah. All right, I'll go with Nosferatu. I can't think of anything else.
No, Nosferatu.
Yeah, me either. What is it?
The Shining was our first podcast that we did. It is in the 21st century though.
Oh wait, yo, is that wrong, Ian?
It is wrong. Yes.
Okay,
Okay,
Jake, do
that
you
is
know?
wrong.
It's Birth of a Nation. No, I don't know. That is a horror movie. I don't know. I guess Phantom of the Opera. That's the earliest one I can remember.
It is Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Oh,
I know,
duh!
right?
Fucking duh, dude.
Yep.
Oh,
What did they give you?
See, like Frankenstein. Unless there's an older Frankenstein, like the Frankensteins were like they could speak and shit like that. Because I remember watching Phantom of the Opera, and Phantom of the Opera is like
Silent.
that might not be a American film though, too.
I didn't know that the guy from Blazing Saddles was that old. What's his name?
Gene
no.
Wilder.
Pete-
Gene
Peter Brook.
Wilder. Yeah. He was young Frankenstein.
Yeah. Yes. That's that. That's the. Whenever I picture it, that's who I picture, though. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm like Willy Wonka.
great movie. Yeah.
All right, that's another one for Ian.
Yep.
He's
Damn.
got 2.
That's 6 points.
Holy shit.
Are we tied? Are we all tied? No, we have 3.
It's 6-3 to
We
2.
have 3.
All right. What classic horror movie features a group of people trapped in a farmhouse while being attacked by reanimated corpses?
Farmhouse.
Night of the Living Dead.
Is it Night of the Living Dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Final answer. Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Hey, fo.
Do-do-do-do-do. That's good. That's enough. We're celebrating
All right,
a lot for
I'm done.
4 points.
Yeah, I'm done.
In Carrie, what supernatural power does the oh god, I don't even know that word. Titular?
Yeah.
Character possess.
Sounds
Never saw
hot.
them
Never saw them titulars.
This has got big ass titties. Is that what it is?
I guess so.
Just means the name of the character is the name of the thing.
Okay.
I
Carrie.
keep starting the movie Carrie and I don't pay attention all the way through. I like cannot.
She has a supernatural power.
I guess so.
The titular.
It's gotta be
I think it's
telekinesis.
yeah.
It's
It's Matilda.
I got
Matilda.
caught up in the details. What are we identifying?
So in the movie
power?
Carrie,
Uh-huh.
what supernatural power does the titular character possess?
Oh yeah.
Is
I
it the
think
main character?
I think it is yeah, telekinesis. She can affect physical matter with her brain.
Yes.
Telekinesis. Final answer.
Final
I like
answer.
it.
That is correct.
Yay!
Awesome.
We win!
That's it. Nice.
Jake's like, I knew all of these answers.
I don't want to be around anymore.
I'll play the
Bonus
other song if you want me
round.
to.
Bonus.
I mean, yeah, we
round.
can keep going.
Oh, that's all right. That's fine with me. Can't win them all, as they say.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's go to the fucking wheel. Let's spin the wheel. Spinning.
Spinning.
And it is the green room.
It was so
Yay.
close. to
Hey.
It was almost when Evil Lurks. It was that close.
One of
More
my
This
first-
is
It
good,
is
yeah, one of my first horror movies.
nice, dude.
Nice.
You were in this?
Yep. Yep.
What?
One of the Nazis.
Your first credits.
Yeah.
You were just actually at the show. You were like, I'm just here to watch a show.
He's just in Washington State for some reason and hang out with the neo Nazis.
Yep.
Dream
All right, well-
vacation.
I guess we'll be back with the green room, and it's great. And
You got to go and dig those holes.
Dig those holes.
Yeah. You know, for the longest time, I thought that I like the way you work that. No diggity. I thought that was the
They were saying
the
the
whole
N-word.
song.
I was it.
But it
Wait,
was-
is that song not in? That song is in that movie.
no, it's not.
no
It's
diggities.
that's a no diggity's not in that movie. I don't know. It's one of those
It's
moments.
not-
It's one of those. It's a Berenstein Bears thing, dude.
It's
I'm
not in
telling
the
you.
credits scene.
No,
Mandela.
It's a Mandela.
I don't. I don't like this universe that I've switched over.
I know,
to.
right?
You think I like the way you work. I like to bag it up. Is in a Disney film.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
literally
that's
thought
what
that-
I'm saying. That's it makes
Why
sense
do I
that it's
feel that way?
not.
Yeah.
but I have a distinct memory of that being the ending
It's
credits.
because it's
Yeah.
dig him up, dig him up. Oh, dig it. It sounds very
Yeah.
similar, but it's not the same fucking song.
Yeah.
works.
Oh.
All right.
Do it.
Well, they need to fix that.
Yeah,
We're all
change
adults
Hey,
that.
now.
Shy,
Just
if
add it
someone, Shia, if someone's deciding whether or not that they should like leave us a rating and review in the podcast, what should they do?
Do it.
in.
You
And
heard
if you
joke.
don't think you can,
Yes, you can.
All right. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next
Thank
week.
you.
Goodbye.
Bye.